How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddison here, and we're on another episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This is episode number 8 of season 3. As we've just come off, I guess, our first relationship kerfuffle between Jake and Amy. Obviously, they do like to bicker on in a banterous manner, but with things being a bit more serious now between the pair, we had, I guess, the inevitable first bickering between them two, because no relationship is going to be perfect, especially when it comes to my favorite ships. Every ship is going to have its moments of tension and whatnot. Even Fitzsimmons does. From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But, yeah, it was, of course, centralized around the mattress. Things were resolved, so it's all well and good. No need to worry coming into this episode. Touch wood, I guess. No, it was all resolved in a nice manner, so that's all well and good coming into this episode. But it was really, really great stuff last time around. So, yeah, why don't we get into this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, episode 8 of season 3. Let's go.
I warned you, I'm Tommy Gobbler, you silly pilgrim.
Okay, Tommy Gobbler.
There you go.
These are the Davidsons. They want to know what happened to their missing grandmother?
I have some deeply tragic news for you.
Oh, no.
Why?
He's always weird around her, and it stresses her out.
Oh.
She says he reminds her of those judgmental trees from Lord of the Rings.
They're called
The
ants. Get a
ants.
life, dweeb.
The
I
ants.
don't care.
Hey, don't wreck on the ants.
Can you handle it?
Yes, I can totally handle it. I will take care of Sharon. As long as she's carrying my godchild inside of her, I am her god husband. She is my god wife, and I will god...
Ruined your holiday.
Nonsense. I'm thankful that you trust us with such an important task.
And I am thankful to have such a dedicated employee.
And I'm thankful
Just
to...
missed.
No. Poor Charles.
Hey, Gina.
That's one way to put it.
Ah, Sharon, nice to see you. You look so big, like a mighty truck.
I can help you avoid Captain Hull. I'll keep you appraised of his location at all times.
Gina, Peralta.
Oh.
But you're gonna cramp.
You kidding, baby? I've been cramping for the past 20 minutes.
I'm so attracted to you right now.
What the heck?
Sharon!
What the?
This is Sarge. How are you?
And here.
Give me 1 second, Gina. I just want to say hi to Sharon.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Oh
Sharon
no.
is gone. Gina
Yeah, and she's
is also
gone.
Hurry back.
I love you too, baby. Put Jake on, okay?
Hey there, Sarge. Everything is
He's
totally
gonna have to
under
take her to the
control. As you know,
hospital.
her water broke, and she's had a couple of contractions. And hey, Sharon, how are you doing vaginally?
What? Don't ask me that.
What the?
Jake, all you have to do is keep...
We'll call the doula, which is a thing that I definitely know what it is.
A doula is someone who supports you emotionally and physically
I love how
and
she
coaches
knows.
you through the process.
Oh, I see. So sort of like a vaginal Gandalf.
Stop saying that word!
Ooh, that's actually a pretty good analogy.
Well, Sharon liked it, Sarge. All right, listen, you have nothing to worry about. I've got it
The
totally
Lord of the
under
Rings
control
references.
Here. Love you, bye.
No.
Great. So I'm gonna go get your birth plan and then summon your wizard.
Oh, Sharon, I heard you've gone into
No.
labor in our police station.
You're fine with that?
Absolutely. I don't take it personally. I mean, it's about me and my behavior specifically, nobody else, not Hitchcock or Scully, but yeah, I'm fine. What a joyous occasion.
Whenever someone says I'm fine.
So, magical moment. Okay. I'll tell you everything. Thank you for letting me be part of this wonderful experience. You're a terrible person, but you're welcome.
There you go.
At least he was willing to help
Safe
out.
and sound. So,
A lot of work done here at Gina's desk. It's wonderful. She has all my favorite chewing gums.
okay, well, I'm just getting some CDs from Terry's desk to help relax Sharon.
I don't know why you're telling me. I'm not involved. You made that very clear.
Yeah, he is not fine about this. That's...
Do you work here?
I do.
My son was arrested 6 hours ago, and nobody can tell me when he's getting out. What is going on?
Go to take a nap.
What? Why didn't you say something?
And once again, Hitchcock and Scully saved the day.
You didn't do anything. It was all Scully.
We're a package deal. Everyone knows that.
Why is this train stopped?
At this point, yeah.
Sorry for the delay, but it turns out there's an exciting reason. The train in front of us has a pregnant woman on board and she's giving birth.
Of course. Of
Oh,
course.
don't applaud that! Hey, this is terrible! I'm sorry, but my wife is giving birth right now, too!
Is there a fire?
All right, I'm gonna go
There
check
may
this
as well
out.
be at
Sharon,
this point.
You stay here and prepare to jump out the window. That came out weird.
Oh my, there is a...
Turn it off.
Yes, I'd love to help out. Perhaps you'd like me to wear a bomb suit with an opaque visor so
Halt,
Sharon doesn't
come
know
on.
that it is I.
Petty
who-
Holt.
Get it, I'll do it. Oh, good. You didn't jump.
What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yes, I just need to flick this switch and turn off the old alarm.
Oh no, oh no.
Must have been the wrong switch, but this one turns on the sprinklers. Didn't even notice.
Don't let my baby touch the floor.
Right, because of the filth.
Where is
Oh.
I don't know. His phone's going straight to voicemail. Maybe we should go to the hospital.
No hospital!
Yeah, no hospital.
I feel like the
baby. I
hospital
will
might be
right
the best
back.
option, to be fair, despite
Sir?
prior experiences.
I need your help.
I knew this moment would come, and I will be the bigger man. I'd be happy.
Yeah, you
Great.
are.
We need a doctor with it. Sir, we're going to get Frederick right now. I'm sure he's over whatever little fight you guys had.
Frederick? Happy
Wait,
Thanksgiving.
is that Nick? Oh, oh my god!
6 more miles. Run, Terry, run.
How did you get things done before the internet and faxing?
Cocaine?
Right.
Okay.
And also the tubes.
There's 27 miles of
The
pneumatic tubes under the city connecting all the precincts.
Guys,
Scully and Hitchcock
really
save
think
the
they still
day.
work?
Oh, I think they still.
Fortunately, I have a bit of a wooden duck situation. Excuse me, what now?
Still on about the duck, Frederick? Years ago, when we
I
moved
can't
in
believe
together,
Nick
an
offered it.
antique duck decoy of his was misplaced.
It wasn't misplaced. You threw it in the trash. And with it, our relationship.
Oh.
Please. We had other...
Sharon needs a doctor, so get over yourself and tell him you threw away his stupid duck. And give him $20 to buy a new one.
It cost $740.
What?
That is an insane price for a duck. That's way too much. All right, now I'm angry about the wrong thing. Look, just fix this for Sharon.
Come on. Jake is just impressing me here.
My phone's ringing. Oh,
No! Oh.
Harry's still not. He didn't pick up.
So you decided to do the exact opposite of the one thing I told you?
I thought it was the right thing to do, Terry. Look, she's in there with
And
Captain
so
Holt's
did
ex-boyfriend
she.
right now. But don't worry, I made him promise to stop bringing up the duck.
What the? I didn't throw Frederick's duck in the garbage.
Yes, I know, sir.
I didn't throw the duck in the garbage. I threw it off a bridge.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Why would you do that?
Well, Frederick and I were having problems. He knew I disliked the duck because of its weak beak, but he insisted on displaying it anyway.
So he just
I
yeeted
acted
it off a
out
bridge.
In
Over an hour. This has to be a record for longest childbirth.
It's a girl!
Oh, good on Terry. Good on Sharon.
Her name is Ava Jeffers. She's 14. So thankful you got me here on that bike.
I am thankful I could help.
I'm thankful that I'm...
Well, this is clearly a moment for negotiation. Captain Holt, you brought me the doctor that brought my girl.
The girl?
Worth it.
Sharon and I wanted you to be the first person to meet Ava.
Wow. She's beautiful.
I'm sorry I got angry earlier. You want to hold it?
Oh, yeah, sure, that'd be great.
The baby.
Yeah, right, normal thing.
Oh my goodness. No, honestly, Jake pulled through today, this episode. I mean, like, he has, in this show, he has a lot of great moments where he just pulls through, but anything, should I say, was happening at the same time, with Terry being absent and all these people being there, and the right people could not be, they were either busy or whatever. It was a really, really stressful situation, especially when you're bringing new life into the world. Obviously it can become a bit it can become a bit stressful, and especially with what was happening in the precinct, etc. And yeah, Jake just really stood, he stepped up to the plate really in this episode, and yeah, he just showed a lot of maturity and a lot of obviously he had his moments of Jake, I guess you could say, but if he was 100% serious or whatever, determined, etc., then that wouldn't be Jake, would it? So, but he really stepped up when it counted. So good on Jake. Good on Jake. I mean, I feel like it was inevitable they had to go to the hospital anyways because, yeah, everything was just happening. In terms of, well, they couldn't get what was planned, etc. And yeah, it was just a really uncomfortable situation anyway. So it was like, well, you're gonna have to, despite past grievances, in this hectic situation, it's the right call. So yeah, but this was great stuff. Whew, awesome stuff. Yeah, like I said, Jake really stepped up to the plate in this episode, and it was just really, really great stuff to see. Like, of course, like I said, there were certain Jake-isms, I guess you could say, that he came out with, but it was really, really great to see how he tried to have even when things got a bit oversaturated in the precinct, you could see how he was trying to keep things as stable as possible and try to help Sharon out as much as possible. Especially with the fact that this thing is quite meaningful for Jake. I mean, we know from last season how determined he was to make sure that he would he would make sure that he would be the best godfather he could possibly be, and he was willing to help out Terry in whatever way possible. And now when push comes to shove, this is a very, very important time for Jake, especially with Terry being absent. It's up to Jake to make sure that Sharon is eased in as much as possible, and not just that though, but things just be stabilized as well. So yeah, especially when everything was happening, and especially when you have such obligations to like keep Holt away because of the fact that he wants to make sure that Sharon is made comfortable, and given the past reputation, I guess, in terms of Holt to Sharon, he doesn't want to kind of escalate things, etc. So yeah, I mean, with Holt, like you could tell, like when he said, I mean, apart from the fact that whenever anyone or 99% of people say I'm fine, it's like, yeah, but there was that hurt from Holt, and I do feel so bad for him. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really it was really, really great stuff in terms of Jake trying to keep things as stable as possible. So yeah, and it is really, really great stuff to see, like, this kind of responsibility that Jake can hold, because it just, like, especially with a few more seasons left to go. I say a few more, there's like 5, but there's a lot of room for development in terms of the maturity of Jake. I mean, yeah, he can be childish at times and all of that, but at the end of the day, I think when it matters the most, and when everyone is either feeling not wanted or occupied and all of that, Jake really does stand out. So and it's really, really great for him to acknowledge like as much as possible what Sharon and Terry wanted, because of course they didn't want to go to the hospital, but there is that like, he even understood, look, I know you don't want it, but I think it's best for you to go to the hospital. So yeah, and you even saw him try to keep his composure, really, when Terry bollocked him at first. I mean, obviously, it was all water under the bridge and understandable after, the birth happened, but you could see him, keep his composure and all of that. And not just that, though, but when Holt went to visit his ex, played by Nick Offerman, that was a really good surprise as well. It was more so about Jake saying, okay, look, we need... Like, he was looking out for Sharon, and even if it was a bit of pill for Holt to swallow in regards to the whole duck fiasco, it was like, Jake was like, you need to, like, Sharon needs this, and you need to basically I guess, entertain to what he wants to hear. You need to basically confess this and that and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff to see Jake just stand out and just try to be, I guess, the pillar when everything was just falling apart in the precinct with the oversaturation of people, like asking, okay, what's happening here and all of that, and you've got Amy and Charles doing paperwork because the internet's down and all of that, and Holt is just sticking to the shadows, I would say, because of the fact that he felt like he wasn't necessary because of what Jake said. I mean, I found it very, very interesting because of the fact that he told Holt that, okay, look, basically you have to stay away from this whole fiasco, because he knew he couldn't keep deflecting against Holt and all of that. So again, I mean, it was a very, very hard thing to, I guess, admit to in regards to telling Holt what that it's best for you to stay away from Sharon. But again, I feel like there is that bit of maturity there. So yeah, I really, really loved this side of Jake in this episode. And in the same way, I really felt like, seeing Holt have his moments of pettiness and all of that was really, really great stuff as well. It's because when Jake, had to... when he had to stand out and when he had to take initiative, you had Holt, who was just basically... hurting understandably, but also in regards to when it came to his ex, of course, he was just not wanting to I guess amuse his ex. He didn't want to amuse Frederick whatsoever. So yeah, but we know he can. He does not want to kind of I don't know, have the opposition be proven right and all of that. Like, take Wunsch, for example. But there is, of course, more layers there. And maybe there will be with Frederick, because, we have to see more Nick Offerman, right? We have to. Because, yeah. It's funny, though, because in a couple of days, in terms of recording, I'm going to be watching The Last of Us, and I'm sure he's on that as well. So, yeah. It's the whole Pedro Pascal situation. Like, oh, I'm watching him on The Last of Us, and now the Mandalorian trailer's coming out. So, yeah. But, yeah, that, like I said, that was a really, really nice surprise there as well. So, yeah. But I just really, really loved the whole scenario, like the whole scenario of this episode with things just falling apart and all of that. I mean, we even had, even though there wasn't too much substance there in regards to Charles and Amy, they had to resort to, I guess, pre-internet days, and that's where Hitchcock and Scully came in, despite the fact that, they thought they saved the day, and I guess you could argue they made things worse. They ultimately did, with at the expense of Hitchcock, of course, and his arm. But they ultimately saved the day, I guess, in terms of the whole tube system, pre-internet days. So, yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. And I really, really did love that final moment, of course, with like Terry inviting Jake to see Ava. So yeah, it was a really, really, I feel like it's not just a wholesome moment, but it's a nice, I don't want to say culmination of Jake's efforts to show Terry that I'm wanting to be the best godfather as possible. And this episode really made Jake stand out in a way that's like, well, when it's like dire moments like that, where Terry's away, where the internet's down and all of that, and yeah, there's the fax machines are on fire. Jake really does pull through, and we know that Jake pulls through anyways when it comes to him being a very efficient person. Yeah, he has his moments of ludicrousness, and of course we appreciate that. But I do really love moments where Jake just shows that he isn't just comic relief and all of that. He is very efficient, and you know, he's a good detective anyways, but he's also, like, I feel like in this episode he really showed he's a good leader as well, because he tried to de-escalate the situation as best as possible, and yeah, it was really, really great to see. So I really enjoyed this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yeah, but until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!